Hi, this is Blue Angel 777. My name is Pamela. I'm going to do a reading for March 9th, 2021 for the Twin Flames. And I'd ask if you please like and subscribe. Today the moon is going to be in Aquarius energy. So taking a logical look at things, illuminating things in the future, really in their mind, visionaries of the future. And late or early in the morning, still the moon is going to trine with Mars. It connects with Mars, fiery Mars, and there's going to be a boost of energy. Also, willpower, courage, the combination of those two energies. And then later, around 5 o'clock in the evening, the moon clashes or squares off with Uranus, and that's the energy of bringing surprises, unexpected change, taking that leap, illuminating things. It could be in the dark too, like more low vibrational energies too of taking leap of faith. So we have to be really balanced in that energy. It could be bringing surprises and moods and things like that. The moon is in the evening conjuncting with Saturn around 7:45 right after that, and that's the combination of the moon squaring off with Uranus and then moon conjunct Saturn. All these energies with the moon is really illuminating things in the dark, secret. Everything that's hidden is being exposed, and so with Saturn is about structure, right? Maybe dissatisfied or let down or discouraged, a kind of an alienation feeling. It could be a feeling of being lonely. If you're not in a relationship, you could a feeling of being lonely or not abandoned but left out. And if you're in a relationship and it's not working, there's an alienation of pulling away, seeing truth in the situation. And that energy is real strong tomorrow for seeing truth. And what's interesting is to see the truth is Sun in Pisces is conjunct Neptune. The 10th is peak day, but this whole week we're feeling that Sun in Pisces conjunct Neptune, and Neptune rules Pisces, and that's a really good time for, this is a really good time for meditating, for manifesting, and daydreaming, creating visions in our mind, and seeing, envisioning things with manifesting, all that, because there's that thin veil there. Is stronger deja vu today, or earlier today, I was doing something and I couldn't get over how strong this deja vu was, and it reminded me of a dream in detail that I had a premonition in the future, and I'm like, oh, it's now, it's happening now. And that's also unions with our twins, and I was thinking, oh, it's so close, this deja vu. So you'll get that real strong energy for that. Also the energy of with the Sun conjuncting Neptune is a search for a higher meaning of everything and seeing truth. And with that energy, what combined with the moon energy is that search for truth into a higher self of knowing and understanding. This thin veil is into that higher truth is really the sixth senses of your intuition is really heightened. Really, there's an awareness and a knowing and an understanding of seeing that. And so very strong days for manifesting and daydreaming and envisioning and meditating. So really take that time to do that. And so we'll see how this energy affects the twins. So for the 9th, and then I'll do a separate read for the 10th. But the 10th is the peak day for the Sun in Pisces conjuncting Neptune in Pisces. Very strong spiritual day of into the dark, into the unknown energy, that veil between heaven and earth. And so let's see what the energy is for the twins. I call them angels, ancestors, guides, sending masters from 5D and above. I call the directions west, north, east, south, Mother Earth, universe, all my relations. I call the elements fire, earth, air, water, ether, the winds and messengers of the universe. I call the twins on the collective on the twin flame journey, the masculine and the feminine energy for March 9th, 2021. And that day boils down to a 17, so that's star, fate, destiny, and down to an 8 for abundance. Let's see what the energy is for the masculine feminine for all this moon energy. I was wondering why I kept seeing the moon and Neptune, and Uranus is real strong for taking that leap of faith too. The Ten of Swords, an ending of those old structures, and there's the fountain to be, that interconnectedness, that center point energy, to be why we're going through this transition, is seeing truth in things, standing their ground, Seven of Wands energy, and then the Ace of Wands, this rebirthing. So it's an ending of one era and the beginning of new, the spirit of that fire, that flame, the element of evolving into, and the infinity symbol, interconnectedness, judgment, seeing truth and transformation. And here's the Hangman, Neptune, the Two of Cups, a shift in balance towards this, from the old structure to the new, the alignment coming together. And there's a death and rebirthing. Yes, the death energies. You can't get any clearer than that. The death, this is Scorpio energy, but rebirthing, truth and transformation. The same with the judgment here. So there's a judgment day here of rebirthing into that Ace of Wands energy, and to be centered and to align through this energy. So an ending of this old structure. Neptune seeing truth in everything. A spiritual truth, a higher knowing and an awareness. The Hermit could be in Hermit energy, awakening. And the Hermit is Virgo energy, healing. And there's Jupiter, the Wheel of Fortune. And there's Saturn here. There's Saturn here. So taking action. So Jupiter's real significant. Jupiter's in Aquarius. Saturn is in Aquarius. And what else? Neptune's Pisces, Judgment's in Pluto. Judgment is Pluto and Capricorn in this death, rebirthing. So there's an ending of a cycle, it's rebirthing. Shifting, seeing truth in this lower energy. And with this moon is really illuminating everything. And wow, okay, let's see what's going on here. So they're probably going within, this awakening, feeling lonely, going within, alienated, going off by yourself. And the Wheel of Fortune is this new beginning, this Jupiter energy. And then the world is Saturn, that's that structure. So that's the, excuse me, the Mars, what is, yeah, the moon is conjunct with Saturn energy. See what that energy is, please. The star, it's destined, fated, a healing, Chiron. Chiron, and then balance and harmony, the Sagittarian energy too. The star is the number 17, the alignments, the chakras, and that 8th soul star chakra, that crown chakra, and that 8th, your purpose and your truth, that Akashic record, your knowing of who you are, that blueprint of the subconscious and the conscious, of really getting into that energy. That's Aquarius energy too, is seeing truth in everything, and understanding and a higher knowing of everything, and the structures of how to do things. With Saturn is also a very strong creativity, illuminating those energies into that higher self of knowing, and that Aquarian energy of visionary, the future of how we're going to do things. I feel like a lot of problems are going to be solved by just meditating and daydreaming. A lot of knowings or that Page of Cups, something out of the blue, like there's something that's going to help and assist. The Ten of Swords with a fountain, interconnectedness, juggling, trying to find balance. What's the 8 infinity symbol? Ten of Swords and the fountain card. Seven of Cups, making decisions here. Everything wasn't what they thought it was. Seeing truth. The Seven of Wands with the Ace of Wands, that rebirthing energy. Standing their ground, being determined. that one came out soft. Knight of Cups, promise, proposal here. The Hangman, Neptune with Pluto, judgment. Very strong energies. Shifting, the sun in Pisces. And then the Ten of Cups is complete happiness. Some spiritual messages are definitely coming through, illuminating the sun energy here. The sun conjunct Saturn here in Pisces, the Ten of Cups energy. And then the moon, and then with Neptune, the sun in Pisces conjunct Neptune here. The sun in Pisces conjunct Neptune. And then the moon is squared off with Saturn. The moon is squared off with Saturn. So both energies are being illuminated in the spiritual world and in the 3D. Saturn is that, and so we're seeing truth in a lot of things. A higher knowing and awareness, a shift in balance, truth and transformation. And then the Two of Cups is in the stars, that soul connection. And the death and rebirthing here is an ending of those old structures, ways, and moving really into that fifth dimension energy. Planted seeds, fertility, planting those seeds out there. It's a death in the Two Cups, please. There's the Empress, the divine feminine. It's the creativity, the fertility, the intuition, that womb chakra of that spiritual knowing of intuition, the intuition there. And so Venus, these relationships, Venus is also an Aquarius energy too, is really seeing the truth in things and illuminate, rebirthing. The death, the Empress is that the womb chakra of rebirthing. That's the death card and Ace of Wands above that. So there's a definite rebirthing happening here and seeing truth. The sun and the moon and the star here is illuminating all of that. You got some major arcanas here. You got Neptune, you got the sun, you got Pluto, you got Saturn, you got Jupiter, you got the star card here, you got the death card, the fountain. So very powerful day. Very powerful day for the 9th, and actually this whole week. So let's see what the energy card is for the masculine for the 9th, March 9th. Caring connections, beautiful. Desiring to be with their divine feminine. Illuminate, that's in the morning too, with what is it in the morning energy? Excuse me. With the moon in Aquarius, or with the moon trining that Mars could initiate that feeling of illuminating, of wanting to be with their loved ones. The feminine, please. Of taking action. Blossom abundance, beautiful. Being creative, the feminine. Of fertility, of new beginnings. That 3, masculine, feminine together. Door to spirit, that veil is opened up, and there's the sun, and that's the sun in Pisces conjunct Neptune. So the door is opened. That door, that thin veil is open to spirit. So a lot of understanding and seeing truth and a knowing of truth and transformation with the judgments, truth and transformation at Pluto, and then Neptune is illuminating these things. And that spirit, that door, the spirit is opened up, and the sun and the moon is illuminating all of those energies. The moon energy for the masculine, please. Expect a powerful change. Beautiful. This is eclipse energy. That's how powerful this is. This is an alignment here. The feminine. I think this is the last conjunction too with the sun and Pisces with Saturn. I mean with Neptune, excuse me. The feminine energy, please. Another one. You're very close to achieving your goal. The feminine energy, beautiful. Masculine, feminine. Both of them are full moons. And that full moon is Libra full moon, the 28th of March. Masculine, feminine together, please. There, the Libra full moon. What do you need to release? Through these energies right now, with this Neptune and judgment and the death and rebirth and the ending of that 10 of Swords, those old energies, this awakening that's happening. We're ending those old and releasing what no longer serves you. To masculine and feminine is the Libra energy. And I just said that Libra full moon, these both look like full moons. By that Libra full moon, by March 28th, a new romantic cycle begins. That's what I'm getting. Angels and ancestors tonight. Masculine, please. Masculine energy. Masculine energy, please, for the angels and ancestors. Hunter energy. That's that Mars energy. Track down your fears and desires and let that go. And there's the High Priestess. He's hunting his divine feminine. And there she is again, the lady, the Empress here. The fruits of her labors, fertility, intuition. The High Priestess and the Empress, very strong. That's a feminine energy, that moon. So the moon's really lining up with a lot of, the moon is in Aquarius. The moon trining Mars, and the moon is conjunct Saturn. So there's a lot of, and the moon is squaring off with Uranus. So that's that feminine energy. She's real strong and powerful. And and then the sun in Pisces is conjunct Neptune in Pisces. So this feminine intuitive energy is very, the High Priestess, she's very evolved. And really in her higher self. And I want to read that card. I read this in a while, but let me see what the High Priestess has to say. Is harness your mystic powers, yes. And then the lady, the Empress, is growth, that feminine power of enjoying growth and reaping your rewards, is align with the light and focus on all things positive. The High Priestess is the physical embodiment of the divine feminine, the goddess of human form. She has had many names through time and space, but her essence has remained similar, fierce, powerful, and disciplined. In many traditions, particularly pre-Christian, the High Priestess was in charge of spiritual and religious orders, and was the voice of authority and guidance from the gods. The High Priestess in this deck is the consort and partner of the High Priest. If you look at them together, you will see that they mirror each other's energy. That's the twin flames of masculine and feminine. She is joined by a black cat representing the Egyptian goddess Bast, who protects her from lower energies, and she stands strong in her glory and her power. The extended message is you are a mystic, and the capacity to connect with energies that go beyond the human senses. Within you is a force of magic that is directed by your will. There is an opportunity for you to rise up at this time, but it requires dedication and discipline. You are being guided to look at what you are working on or at this situation before you are determined where your priorities lie. If you are unable to figure that out, you must use your intuition and discernment to focus on what will bring you closer to your goal, the happiness of everyone involved. With this card arrives, it's also important for you to check in with your intuition. As it will give you guidance and will be important for your growth. And this one is enjoy your growth and reap your rewards. So to help you as I go, and this is the masculine, get in tune with their feminine side too. And harnessing their mystic powers. And the hunter is tracking down their fears and desires, and the 3D of moving out of those old energies of holding them down. The essence of your soul is a removal of all fear and really following your path and your truth. The feminine energy, please. Your truth and your path. You shouldn't have no fear because it's destined. It already is, and so it is. So the fear energy is tracking those down and releasing those old energies and letting them go. Or anything that's holding or weighing you down. The feminine energy, please. Whoops. The feminine, angels and ancestors. Feminine energy, please. It doesn't want to give me a card. Okay, come on, one more. Feminine energy. I'm going to choose. Okay, the winter energy. Interesting. Take care of your needs. Through the remainder until the 3rd week in March, is the feminines are really nurturing. Take care of yourself. baths, spiritual baths, meditations, really pampering and nurturing yourself. And we're going through this major purge and releasing of old toxins and energies in your DNA and your timelines and everything. So we're going through a lot. So when you need to rest, it's telling you to take care of yourself through this winter, the remainder of this winter. Masculine and feminine together. The energies are really quiet. Masculine and feminine together, please, ancestors. Shield maiden, make plans and focus. Yeah, with this sun and the moon in Aquarius, hermit, rest and retreat, recharge. I got 2 hermit cards. There's a lot of healing that's going on with Chiron too. So there's a lot of healing going on, really seeing truth and really going within and reflecting. I feel like tomorrow's a very spiritual day to be with yourself with this fountain card here, as really connecting with your own self, your masculine, feminine side, get balanced and grounded. Maybe some nature walks, meditations, go by the water, something. A very spiritual day, and it should be honored, honoring your own soul self and really opening up those doors for you to see the truth of who you are and where you're going. A lot of visions and dreams and things are going to happen, and script writing, journaling, anything to help you, but really manifesting and daydreaming and meditating is really important for tomorrow. I think I'm making plans and focusing, envisioning the plans of the future. Today I did a script and I wrote everything how I wanted my day to be as if it already is. So it's really important to do all those things and really believe that it is. Wisdom oracles for the masculine, please. Loyal hearts, beautiful. The masculine, feminine together. 35 down to an 8. The feminine, please. So the masculine are very loyal. The loyal hearts, and they're looking at each other. The 2 wise owls. The feminine, please. Time for a nap again. So another time is take care of yourself, your needs. Really going within again, resting. 24 down to 6, finding your balance and harmony. All that glitters, all that ego self, all those energies are being removed. Like I said, we're transitioning into your higher self. So really pulling those masks, taking those masks off, and showing your truth. Masculine and feminine together for March 9th, 2021. By the book, Law of Attraction energy, and this connection again with this higher power of 4, rebuilding. This is 11 number, another divine. Law of attraction, law of harmony, law of balance, law of Mother Nature. All these energies here are really significant in alignment with your higher power, your truth and your knowing, that 8th soul star chakra. We got here the higher power, and that's your 8th soul star chakra, your 7th chakra. And that's conscious contact with a higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. So really getting connected. This card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul, and you are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Ask, what is the highest good for all? How can I serve? And then get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for your life more wondrous than you can ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed. And that's the energy for the masculine and feminine. Look at, I got the happy underneath there. In relationship message, it's time to address how much effort you give to your relationship with your higher power. Called God, Goddess, Spirit, or any other name that is sacred and holy. Recognize that your partnership with Spirit is your #1 priority. The appearance of this card also indicates that there is a deep spiritual bond between you and another person who is essential to your growth and evolution. That's this twin flame union. And tend to your spiritual connections and remain aware of your true nature. Beautiful, and that's the truth of who you are. Beautiful message. So I'll pull one Akashic Records card, please, for March 9th, 2021. One Akashic Records, please, for the masculine, feminine, and where they are at this day and what they need to know. They'll connect with the masculine, feminine, their 8th soul star chakra from March 9th, 2021. What do they need to know for this day? Their connection. One card. Oh, okay. Future lives. Beautiful, beautiful message. That's telling us that they're going to be together in the future. They're coming into alignment. They're coming into union. The next card is that Halls of Amenti, that they're, and then letting go of ghosts here, and wealth and abundance is coming in there. So they're releasing those old energies. So the future, beautiful, is telling us that they're going to be together in the future. Excuse me. And that is, I just want to, oh, come on. Examine future timelines to see the records or potential outcomes. Okay, for the future. This situation or person is set to resurface in the future Akashic records, so they're coming together. Bring back learning from the future into the present lifetime to assist your ascension and spiritual growth at the time upon the earth. And that's that deja vu energy. There's no time or space, past, present, or future. There's no time or space. So moving into the future, coming back, that's why I said a really strong deja vu yesterday, or today it was, early today, felt like yesterday. Those energies, we're seeing that. And those are validations. We're seeing like, okay, I felt this and I've seen this before, and then I had an instant connection with what it meant to me. So those are the type of aha moments you'll be having. Consider your present options and how your actions may affect the future. So what you do now is going to help with the future, such as your meditations, your manifesting, being mindful of your thoughts, and staying true to your power, or to your, stay true to your path, your soul journey, and everything is shifting. It's really beautiful energy, very sacred energy I'm getting, very beautiful energy. So I send you all love and light. Please like and subscribe, and let me know how you're feeling, if you had any moments in the last couple days, because it's very strong energy. Bye-bye.